I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we're getting a Sims movie. So my fiance called me and he was like, hey, I just saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that they are making a Sims movie. So me being me, I had to immediately go to Google and look this up. And from what I've read so far, it's actually happening. Now in today's video, we're going to go over some of these articles, maybe talk about a little bit what I think the plot of the movie will be. But before we do that, I want to take a walk down memory lane and talk about The Sims history. The Sims is a series of life simulation video games developed by Maxis and published by Electronic Arts. The first Sims game, The Sims, came out February 4, 2000. So it's fair enough to say that this franchise is extremely ancient at this point. By March 22nd, 2002, The Sims had actually sold more than 6.3 million copies worldwide, which at the time surpassed the best-selling PC game. Jumping on over to September 14, 2004, we got the release of The Sims 2. The Sims 2 introduced a full 3D environment unlike the original Sims. Sims on The Sims 2 were able to age through 7 life stages. The Sims 2 also added the aspiration system. The Sims 2 was also set to take place 25 years after the original game. So this is where we start seeing our beloved lore within the Sims franchise. And basically, for those of you who may be a little confused on what that means, because come to find out, a lot of people don't know about the Sims lore, especially players who only play The Sims 4. But within those 25 years since The Sims and The Sims 2, that's where Bella goes missing, or she dies or vanishes, whatever you want to call it. So that's some lore that has been introduced. Obviously, there's much more. Now, we are going to be jumping into a very, very special date, especially for my community, my viewers, and of course myself. We got the release of The Sims 3 on June 2nd, 2009. Now, The Sims 3 was set 25 years before the original game. Since I already mentioned Bella, we're going to use the Goth family as an example for this lore as well, just in case you're confused on what that means. There is a Goth family in The Sims 3, but it is not the Goth family that you are thinking of or that you probably know by memory, which is Bella, Mortimer, Alexander, and Cassandra. In The Sims 3, Bella and Mortimer are actually kids. They start off being best friends and they both live in their own separate households with their family. Bella's brother is living with her, which if we go back to The Sims 2, Bella's brother is an old man, I believe, and he ends up with a Caliente sister. He marries one of them. So hopefully that kind of explains how the lore and the timeline works that the developers created for the series. And if not, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that you can watch on Sims lore. Highly recommend you go and watch them. Now, The Sims 3 actually sold 1.4 million copies in the first week of its release, making it the largest release in PC gaming history at the time. She robbed everybody's hearts. What can I say? She's still good. Years later, she's still good. The Sims 3 also introduced the first complete open world within the series. Now we're going to jump on over to the release of The Sims 4. We were blessed with The Sims 4 on May 6, 2013. How stunning. The Sims 4 is set to take place on an alternate universe when it comes to the lore and how it all connects with all of the other games, but to me that's just lazy. So anyways, moving on. Now that brings us to the latest release for The Sims 4, which was For Rent. It came out on December 7th, 2023. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful history lesson of the Sims series. Now let's jump into The Sims movie. Let's check out some of these articles. So the first article that we're going to be taking a look at is from The Hollywood Reporter. The Sims movie in the works with Margot Robbie's Lucky Chap, Vertigo, and Loki director Kate Herron. Roy Lee is among the producers of the feature project based on the beloved 2000s computer game. So let's go ahead and scroll on down and see what we can find. The Sims, one of the biggest names in the computer game world, is heading to the big screen. Kate Herron, best known for directing season 1 of the genre-bending Marvel series Loki, is attached to tackle an adaptation of the game in a hot package that has hit the studios and streamers this week. Herron will also co-write the screenplay with Bryony Redman. I don't know who that is, but okay. Lucky Chap, the production company run by Margot Robbie, Tom Ackerley, Josie McNamara, and Sophia Kerr, and which is still basking in the glow of producing Barbie, will produce the feature along with Roy Lee, Miri Yon of Vertigo Entertainment. Electronic Arts, which published the game, will also be involved in creating and producing capacity. I'm scared. They're gonna ruin it. They already ruined The Sims 4. Don't let them be too creative now. Anyways, The Sims is a life simulation game, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we already went through all of this. Thank you. Ooh, something interesting though. It says the array of characters is also a near endless supply, though members of the Goth and Landgrab families are among the most prominent. So I'm kind of excited. Like, are they going to be using the townies, the famous townies from the series and the movie? I didn't even think of that. The next paragraph says, on some level, Sims share similar traits as Barbie, which I agree with. I say this all the time on my stream. I used to love playing Barbies as a child. I had endless freaking supplies of Barbies. And I always say this, I feel like me being a Barbie girl as a child really led me to discovering The Sims, because it's literally the same thing. You're just role playing, you know what I mean? I would role play with my Barbies when I would play with them, make up stories, make drama. I do the same thing in The Sims, except it's just virtual. It says the game has no real narrative and features characters going on about their lives, albeit controlled by game players. Barbie as a toy has no narrative, being a doll with an endless array of careers controlled by players. So literally what I say on my stream all the time, like I feel like it just makes sense. If you are a Barbie player when you were a kid, you are probably a Sims player as an adult. It just makes sense. So Roy Lee has actually worked on making the Lego movies. Kate Herron has worked on Loki, which is a Marvel show, and it's the most watched show apparently on Disney+. And Lucky Chap is the hottest production company in Hollywood after Barbie, obviously. Margot Robbie, I mean, it was amazing. So this is just off of the Hollywood Reporter, again, like I said, but there is a bunch of other articles out there which go through, and I mean, it's pretty much all the same stuff because we really don't have that much info on it yet. It's just, I mean, the word is getting out pretty much. So with that being said, I just want to talk a little bit on what I think the plot is going to be for the movie. Now, obviously, we have a bunch of characters, a bunch of very famous and well-known townies within the Sims franchise. Obviously, like the article mentioned, we have the Landgrabs, we have the Goth family, which is probably the most popular family of all, and countless of other townies. When I first read a few of the articles, I wasn't even thinking about the townies. For some reason, my mind just went straight to, what the hell is this movie going to be about? So I feel like the movie could go in either direction. I feel like they can make it about, you know, the actual townies themselves, portraying them, their life, or what I was originally thinking before I read that on the article was, oh, this is probably going to be one of those movies where like you don't realize you're a video game character. Like you have your routine or whatever, and then for some reason one day it's just not working out for you. You end up having like a midlife crisis. You realize, oh my God, I'm a video game character. Pretty much what happened, you know, kind of like in Barbie, where it would kind of flash back between the real world and the fake world. It's also kind of giving Free Guys, if I'm being honest. I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen that movie. I didn't really like it, to be honest. But that's where my mind originally went to when I first heard The Sims is going to become a movie. Like, oh yeah, it's just at the end of the movie, it's just going to be, you know, a little girl playing on her computer or whatever. And you know, the video game character is like, oh my God, I'm just like, that's what I am, a video game character. So anyways, that's what I think the plot may be. I feel like it's gonna lean that way. Like, what's the meaning of life, girl? Like that type of plot, you know what I mean? Or it could also be a mix of the two. They could use the townies, you know, a really famous townie like Bella Goth. It follows her around and then she ends up realizing, oh my God, like this is what happened. Oh my God, you guys, what if the movie is actually the lore of The Sims? What if we see Bella go missing? What if that's like the thing in the movie? That would be so sick. I doubt they're gonna do that. I doubt it, but that would be so cool. If it was like Bella going missing, we see the Caliente sisters, Don Lothario, Cassandra girl. Oh my God, that would be so messy, but I doubt that's what it's going to be. So those are just kind of like my predictions as to what the movie is going to be. I feel like I'm right about the crisis one where you realize you're a video game character. I feel like that's probably more likely what the movie is going to be about, just because that's kind of what Barbie was like. They've done it in Free Guys. Oh my God, I think think I keep saying Free Guys. The movie is called Free Guy. There's a singular guy. Regardless though, I am very excited, especially that it's Margot Robbie's production company that is going to be working on this. I mean, she did amazing in Barbie. Again, I was a big Barbie girl. I had so many Barbie houses, so many Barbies. I also loved Bratz. I loved it. I loved it. So I really, truly did love the Barbie movie. So I'm really excited to see what they do with the Sims movie. Now, I will be keeping you guys updated if we get any other sort of updates on this. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay updated on any other Sims movie news, I guess. Oh my God, it's official. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think the plot of the movie is going to be like. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are even excited for a Sims movie, or do you think it's gonna completely flop? Just drop all your comments down below. I would love to read through them and see what you guys think. With all that being said, I stream on Twitch every Thursday and Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to catch me live playing The Sims 3 in 2023, check me out on Twitch. Turn on the notifications so that you don't miss a stream. If you guys like this video and you're excited for The Sims movie, make sure you let me know by hitting the thumbs up for me. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.